Get ready for a journey that will touch the core of your soul and ignite the flame of change in your heart. Life, our life, is a fleeting breath, an ephemeral gift that we cannot afford to waste. Today, in a video that will be more than words, we will delve into the depths of the teachings of Seneca, the great Stoic philosopher, who left us a legacy that transcends the centuries. He offers us 7 priceless pieces of advice, a treasure trove of wisdom that can transform the way you live, breathe, and embrace every precious moment. Get ready, because the journey to not delay time begins now. Advice 1: Agreement to reality, the self-awareness revolution. Seneca whispers to us in his writings, "It is in vain that we run as much as those who walk slowly, if we go astray." Pause and reflect, for these words echo like thunder, shaking off the complacency that imprisons us. It's not time to just exist, but to really live. Imagine each morning as a new opportunity, a blank page that life gives you to write your story. But to do that, you must wake up to reality, face the true essence of your existence. How many times have you found yourself trapped in everyday concerns, forgetting the greater purpose of your journey? Life is not a mad rush after insignificant goals, but a relentless search for improvement and fulfillment. By following Seneca's advice, you will not only awaken to your true mission in life, but you will also discover a strength within yourself that you never knew existed. Wake up to reality, face the mirror of your soul, and you will start a self-awareness revolution that will change the course of your life forever. Seneca does not tell us to be blindly optimistic, but to see our limitations and shortcomings with eyes of wisdom. It is this lucidity that allows us to chart a new path, a path that leads us to a full and meaningful life. So no longer fall asleep in illusion, but desperate for reality, for it is in this awakening that you will find the power to not wait another precious second of your life. Advice 2: Master your passions, the power of controlled emotion. Seneca leads us into deep soul territory with his maxim, "No one deviates from common sense so little as he who acts in anger." Here, we are challenged to dive into the tumultuous waters of our emotions and emerge as masters of them. Think for a moment of times when anger, lust, or impulsiveness got the better of you. These voracious passions blind us, make us act without thinking, drag us into the abyss of regret. But Seneca invites us to an inner revolution, to rise up against this tide of emotional unrest. Imagine yourself now as a warrior, not against the world, but against the storms of your own heart. Master your passions, and you will unlock an inner strength that will make you invulnerable to life's storms. When your emotions are your servants, not your masters, you gain the ability to make decisions with clarity of purpose. Anger turns to determination, lust to true love, impulsiveness to self-discipline. True freedom is not acting impulsively, but choosing how to respond to each situation. By following Seneca's advice and mastering your passions, you become the architect of your own life, shaping each moment with the precision of a gifted sculptor. The journey of mastering the passions is challenging, but the reward is immeasurable. Imagine a life where you are in control of not only your destiny, but your own emotions. Imagine what it would be like to live with inner peace, clarity of purpose, and the serenity of a true Stoic. It's possible, and the key is mastering your passions. This is the way to not waste another second of your life, but to live it with true intention and fullness. Tip 3: Plan your day as if it's your last, the urgency of life well lived. Seneca presents us with a lesson that should echo in our hearts like the beating of an eagle's wings. He who drags tomorrow to the next day will continue to do so until the end of time. This advice is an immediate call to action, an impassioned plea to seize each day as if it were your last. How many of us postpone our dreams, projects, and desires, assuming that there will always be a tomorrow? Seneca reminds us that tomorrow is uncertain, a gift that is not always guaranteed. Imagine yourself now, with your eyes fixed on the horizon of time, seeing your goals, desires, and aspirations piling up on the shelf of the future. Imagine the weight of those unfulfilled promises, the unfulfilled dreams, the unlived moments. This is what happens when we drag tomorrow into the next day. By adopting Seneca's advice, you break those chains that bind you to procrastination. You seize each day with the voracious hunger of someone who understands the urgency of a life well lived. Every morning becomes a golden opportunity to get closer to your dreams, to create unforgettable memories, to make a difference in the world. Feel the emotion this can awaken in you. Picture yourself finally pursuing your goals with passion, celebrating each achievement as a triumph over procrastination. Visualize the profound impact this mindset shift can have on your life. Advice 4. Learn to say no, freedom in conscious choice. Seneca leads us to a powerful lesson that is like a ray of light breaking through the clouds of complacency. He who does not know where he is going, any road will do. This advice is a call to assertive action, a wake-up call to the importance of taking charge of your own life. How many times have you found yourself overwhelmed with commitments, tasks, and relationships that didn't add value to your life? How many times have you said yes when deep down you wanted to say no? These concessions not only waste your precious time, but also undermine your authenticity. The image that Seneca paints is that of an individual who knows his direction, who is clear about his goals and values. Now imagine yourself as that individual, a person who says no when necessary, who refuses to get lost in the labyrinths of wasting time. By following Seneca's advice, you make room in your life for what really matters. You free yourself from the chains of superficial commitments and become the captain of your own ship, sailing towards the horizon that you yourself have drawn. Advice 5. Meditate on death, the awakening of priority. Seneca leads us to a profound reflection that, like thunder resounding in the heavens, shakes our complacency. Do you think that every day you run away from life, time is for us what money is for the prodigals? This advice invites us to embrace the impermanence of life and the urgency of prioritizing what really matters. Imagine for a moment that you are standing in front of a mirror that reflects not just your face, but your mortality. Each morning when you stare into that mirror, you are reminded that time is a finite resource, a currency that cannot be recovered once spent. How many times have you let worldly concerns consume your time, ignoring the things that truly matter? Imagine yourself now, waking up each day with the clarity that this is a finite day, an opportunity that will never come again. Meditate on death. Not as a terrifying shadow, but as a powerful reminder that life is fleeting. This should not fill us with fear, but rather propel us to embrace each moment with gratitude and purpose. Feel the emotion this can generate in you. Imagine the radical shift in your perspective when you are reminded of the fragility of life. Visualize yourself prioritizing what really matters, pursuing meaningful relationships, passionately pursuing your dreams. By meditating on death, you become more alive than ever. You move from being a spectator of life to an active participant, aware of the urgency of every breath. Advice 6. Cultivate friendship with wisdom. Seneca tells us that wisdom is the best friend anyone can have. Wisdom will teach you to distinguish between what is more expensive and what is cheaper. Seek wisdom, for it is the key to not wasting time on foolishness. Tip 7. Audit your time. And finally, Seneca challenges us to audit our time, to assess how we spend every precious minute. Time is the only good we can lose without realizing it, he says. Analyze your priorities, eliminate the superfluous and redirect your time to what really matters. Friends, time is the most valuable currency we have, and life is an account that runs out every second. Seneca's wisdom is a beacon that guides us out of the troubled waters of wasting time. Don't let your life slip through your fingers like sand. Follow these advices, become master of your time, and you will find yourself enriched with the true treasure of existence. The time is now. Time is yours. Don't waste it.